So hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going for you guys? Oh, well, today's talk is going to be about HIV. I feel like the heavy hand of the Almighty has had to step in. I mean, obviously, because number one, nobody's come to bridge the ambiguity of my life with some truth and facts yet. And I thank all the collective, collaborative components of the universe out there. But where have you been? At any rate, I know God's in control, so I don't sweat it so much. But as far as the as HIV goes, when I say the heavy hand of the Lord, that's quite the equalizer of ethics, and the gravel of the universe. Gavel, there we go, gavel of the universe. And I say that because okay, so if you guys don't know, the secret sauce of satanic worship is organ. And organ, actually, you'd have to look it up, is a component of energy, deconstructed. Anyways, satanic practitioners and others, and satanic worshipers use sex as part of their main ingredients in their spell casting and the such, because it's that organ that's given off in an orgasm, but they somehow use that energy towards their intent to materialize it in the 5D, because whatever you materialize in the 5D will play out in the 3D. So, but since these satanic practitioners and there's these covens, they are irresponsible as fuck in their orgies. And so how that translates to the basic populace is that HIV is rampant in there. It's rampant. They don't know where HIV begins and where it ends in their clique, in their covens. So not only that, part of the main ingredient of their sexual practices is child molestation, because the child gives off a particular chemical under duress. And so these human traffickers and such like to harvest energy. And then so, but yeah, but I guess there's just so many paths all at once, and sometimes I have a difficult time deciding which path to embark on while my mind is busy in another direction. I can multitask, so if I seem to be staring off in the distance, I'm multitasking. But the HIV is really rampant there, so you have to, not only do you have to be mindful about HIV, I'm telling you guys that the taboo natures are the mainstay of their sexual premise. So bestiality is common upon them too. So it's like, if you bag a satanic practitioner or a coven member, which ones have fucked the dogs? Because that's what you're dealing with. Which ones actually know they have HIV? So be careful, because that's why, I would call, obviously, this treason arm and leg of the government which happens to be the shadow government, which happens to be the government that attacks whistleblowers. That the covens are so prolific, and so you can just expect deviancy. That's the word I was looking for. Sexual deviancy from these coven members. So I would call it a sex cult, but no, it's a death cult / HIV cult, because they're passing HIV amongst them. Sex just glamorizes them. So if you know that you slept with somebody who slept with somebody who slept with somebody from a coven, you better go get checked out and figure out what you can do to get free of any demonic attachments, because these skanky ass motherfuckers, they will seduce others to get to their energies, and to place demonic attachments on people. So whenever you choose to be celibate, it's more than just a biohazard of nature. You don't want to get shacked up with some two-faced asshole who just tried to drop a demonic attachment on you because you dropped your skivvies, you know? So watch out for that. But no, it's a death / HIV cult. This which happens to have Nazis run it. So when you think Nazi, think child molesting HIV death cult, because these assholes have been cashing out people. Your New World Order are a bunch of Nazis, honey. So yeah, I just wanted to touch up on HIV cults because it's overbridled. But you have to watch out too, that if you say you slept with somebody and you didn't, you're going to get the holy smackdown. And all of your backdated karma has just been held in escrow. So a lot of you out there, from what I understand, are getting your karma handed to you in one big slice to your jugular. So watch out for loose sexual practices. I mean, I'm like, dude, I'm okay with people sleeping around. Just be ethical about it. Be an ethical slut. Why do you have to hide? You're a grown-up. Who are you hiding from? Just tell the truth. And then if you have said that you got HIV or some kind of STD from somebody you just made up, you're getting the holy smackdown. God forbid you're an idiot who bought into somebody's hearsay. You're the dumbest of them all. So what if somebody lied to you? It's up to you and who you allowed and what you allow to germinate in your brain. So be an independent thinker, a critical thinker, and you can make it through your karma. You just have to want to do it, because your karma can either work for you or against you. At any rate, yeah, these covens, these Nazis, their practices are putrid and skanky, as evidenced by the amount of HIV positive coven members there are. Their biggest shit show was trying to convince the world that I had HIV. It was passing it around irresponsibly. Meanwhile, these fuckers are the ones passing it around irresponsibly. And who are these fuckers? Everybody who's run sideways game at me. Everybody who's ever taken a bribe against me. Dick Tracy number 1, 2, Tim Regali. I'm not going to say the lineup this time. But You all are enjoying your last meals out in the world, and don't think you're going to go run a game of seppuku on yourself, because all that'll do is let your carcass live and maybe have you go through the dissecting table without any anesthesia. I mean, why would they have to do anesthesia, right? So you'll feel all of that every bit. I mean, there was that dude that woke up on the dissecting table. He was crying. At any rate, yeah, that's why to me it was important to notate again that HIV is rampant in these covens, and it's actually the moral smackdown they've all opted into. So anybody said they slept with me and they didn't, or said they slept with me and got an incurable disease, you guys are going to y'all are going to hell. So I forgive you, but you may want to amend your salvation and tell the truth, because it's all predicated in telling the truth. And how do you tell the truth? Well, make video confessions of your observations, dates and times, and who you collaborated with and what you did, what the PSYOP assignment was, who you all participated in it, who was the target, what was the expected outcome, what was the expected outcome, what was the expected outcome. And then commit that to paper, such as Dear Diary. This is what happened. Doesn't have to be fancy with any jargon. And then you take that paper and you take it to Notary Public. Make sure you have your ID on there, and make sure that you have your signature, your date, and your name, and they confirm that you wrote that. And then, so whenever you have that paper, now you're going to have to mail it to appropriate authorities. You have to figure that out for yourself. I would suggest starting out with the targetedjustice.com to let your research begin from there, and then make Xerox copies of your confession and mail with registered mail that particular letter to the appropriate authorities. And this is the important part: you're going to have to take the registration of that tracking number, the tracking number of the registration letter, and make sure that it is on each paper that you send to the appropriate authorities. And then after that, you go visit the appropriate authorities, bring them copies of that. You can call them, ask them for 5 minutes of their time, and have an interview with them. And that's how you tell the truth. So anything less than that is non-negotiable as per the Most High, because you have to be accountable. So if you're looking to amend your salvation, that's how you tell the truth. Because the truth shall set you free. At any rate, watch out. When you think Nazi, think noise campaign. It's some asshole getting paid some stupid, crazy money for that. Your taxpayers. They're putting the bullshit out of this. And so when you think Nazi member, think child molester. When you think Nazi member, think gang stalking. Think human trafficking. Think fentanyl trafficking. That's what all is involved here. So if you happen to have found yourself participating in it, now's a good day to make amends for your own salvation. Tell the truth. Because all of you have the opportunity to be a goddamn prodigal superhero that our country needs. Be that superhero family that comes back to serve the light and tell the truth. Y'all can do it. And by the way, y'all ain't the only ones. But I wouldn't milk that for very long. You're going to have to get your booty in the saddle and make amends for yourselves and do what you can to be useful to bring down the gang stalking world that entails all of the information I just presented in the context of this video, as I see it. Feel free to do your own research. I would start with Project Paperclip. Take it from there. For your macrocosm of this Nazi presence to the microcosm, which is your RICO crimes. The fact that you go get your stupid little assignment from somebody, that's the silver bullet. Nobody has to catch you doing it. You went to go get your goddamn fucking crime, your assignment, your PSYOP assignment, and then however you get paid for it, that's the blood. So at any rate, peace out for now.